Going on, good peeps? It's your main man, Joe Fleetwood, the hustler. You know what it is. Welcome to the Joe Fleetwood podcast. If it's your first time checking us out, make sure you go to www.joefleetwood.net. When you get there, you can find all of my social media links. You'll also see a link for Debbie Energy Drink, the jitter-free energy drink. So if you're into that kind of thing, man, go ahead and copy one. You can also use the promo code Joe Fleetwood. That's JOEFLEETWOOD. You get 10% off your first order. And while you're over there, make sure you check out my merchandise shop. You can find things like this hat I got on. It's the official Joe Fleetwood signature hat, and I greatly appreciate it. If you're watching this on YouTube, make sure you like and subscribe. You know what I'm talking about? Share this stuff with your peeps. But with no further ado, we finna get into today's show, man. I got my partners with me. I'm talking about my man's 150 grand. You know what I'm talking about? My man Kurt Penn and my boy Rod, who just had the birthday. So if you guys saw me on Snapchat and TikTok, you would have saw I went down to Cold Pepper. Matter of fact, I think I had on this same hoodie and dropped them off a little something. You know what I'm talking about? What's up, fellas?
Hey man, what's up, man? Yeah,
What's
man, good man. What's up, Joe Fleetwood? What's good with
I can't call it, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to get to the dollar.
you? Man? Man, I hate. Yeah, man, that thing was epic, man. Turning 50, man, been great, man. So cause a lot of young men don't make it to be this age. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't gonna change nothing about the journey that I took and getting here. So I appreciate it, man. I appreciate you having me on. What's up? What's up, Kurt?
yeah, man? It's always good to break bread with some good men. You know, talk and get whatever off our chest. You know what I mean?
Man,
That's
most
what's up,
deaf,
man.
man.
I'm looking forward. Looking forward to this episode.
And it's been
Yeah.
it has been a minute since we had a chance to hang out. But I seen the pictures, and let me tell. And for those of you who don't know, you make sure y'all go check out my page, man, because I'm telling you, every time this man anytime we go somewhere, it got to be dressed to the nines. Me and Kurt, we in hoodies, you know. Hey, we look like me and Kurt look like we just came to kick. God, Ronnie looked like he stepped out of GQ magazine every single time.
Every time.
Hey man, hey man, listen, man, don't shout out to the game, man. Shout out to the game. Don't shout. Don't, and I,
Hey,
hey,
every time, man. I'm talking about the princess and Linda. Yeah. My
Yeah,
man.
looking like one of them DC steppers every
most
every
most
every
deaf, man. I
time.
gotta rep my city. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel you, man. You definitely do that, man. Ooh, hey, when
Yeah.
the last time y'all been to what's that spot, man? The cigar spot.
It's in the box. I think they changed the name, right?
Did they?
Just left it today, man. I told you
Oh, so
I picked up a few sticks today and just, I ain't staying in there. I just went to the humidor, the walk-in humidor. They got a nice little walk-in humidor. Went there,
yeah.
picked up some sticks and just rolled out.
Okay, so what you smoking
It's
on?
still
So what you smoking on? What you get?
it depends, man. I like to mix and match, right? So,
Okay.
I grabbed the acid Cuba. I grabbed the Tibet. I
Okay.
grabbed the Cohiba.
Okay.
I
Those,
grabbed the Olivia. You know what I mean? Just switch it up a little bit.
okay,
You know?
variety. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And then they always got the deal. I think if you get three, you get one free.
yeah,
Oh
I
yeah.
wow.
ain't promoting for them. I ain't getting a check from them. So, you know what I mean?
Hey, you
I
might,
just,
you might, you might. You know what I'm saying? They might see this. They might have to plug you. You know what
I ain't getting a check. Send the box, holler at me. You know what I mean?
I'm saying?
Holler at your boy. You never know.
Hey,
Yeah.
Or
when I get
sponsor this joke.
I
Sponsor
know, right?
Fleetwood, my man.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. When I do
Yeah.
the
We can
shorts, if
try.
it's on there, man, I might have to go on and tag them on it on Instagram or
Yeah,
something, man. See where
Yeah.
they at. See if we can get them to
for
go on
sure.
through and sponsor. But them assets,
Yeah.
man,
For
I
sure. For
actually,
sure.
man, where was I at? I went to my man, uh, what is it? His bachelor party. Went to a bachelor's party out in
Okay.
Houston, man. We went to this club out there, and I tried a couple
Oh,
of
yeah.
types of them
Woo!
acid cigars, man. They were pretty good, man. I'm still a huge
Okay.
fan of
Yeah.
Cohibas. I'm gonna always stick to my Cohibas, man. That's like my
Right.
go-to.
I
Matter of
like
fact,
Cohiba.
I got a couple of them upstairs right now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cohiba. Yeah. Cohiba's. You can't miss. You can't miss Cohiba.
I got a V cutter for you, man. That's what I got. I had a gift for you. I had that, and I had some cigars, but you know what I'm saying. I had to do something with them cigars though.
Yeah. No, biggie. We gonna get up and make it happen, man. I even checked out
Yeah.
that other spot we went to, Tom's Watch Bar.
I didn't.
Yeah, the harbor.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, they got one at the harbor. Tom's Watch Bar. They're official too. I like
yeah.
that spot. A lot of TVs, big open areas too.
Yeah, I
Oh,
went
yeah.
there. Man, it was one of Colorado. I saw one of Colorado's games there. But the thing is,
Yeah.
man,
Oh,
Yeah.
and I'm really trying to just, cause y'all are closer to where it's happening than me. And being down here in
you
Southern
think so?
Maryland, well,
You think
Kurt
so?
is.
I mean,
Where you at in
yeah,
Culpeper is a
Kurt.
little bit different.
Yeah.
Kurt is.
I mean, but you
Yeah.
know, I mean, all you got to do put the best signal up. You know what I'm saying? I'm coming.
You're right. Yeah,
There you go.
You
cause I'm
you let me know what it is. I'm like, I'm out. All right, babe. I'll talk to you later. I'm out. You know what I'm saying?
in a bay. Chance to check out Mile High.
Oh
And Clinton.
Yeah.
Yes,
no.
sir. Yes, sir. I've been there. Let me give you my experience, bro.
Okay.
Let me give you
So
my
hold up.
experience.
So that's the next meetup spot. That's gonna be the next meetup spot.
Hey,
And we're gonna meet up at next time. Oh, that was we planning.
Whatever's clever, you know.
cause they
Cause I
got
don't
they,
know nothing about that.
So my man was doing having a bachelor party, right?
Okay.
yeah.
And he had a few participants coming through, right?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
The bachelor party, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, I need the ones, but I'm trying to show up with the ones, right? Because it's a
Right.
bachelor party. You know, they ain't like they're gonna have a machine there or a bank there, whatever, right?
Right.
The ones, so I at the time I was living in Clinton. I'm in Fort Washington now, but at the time I was living in Clinton, so I started, just running through different spots I can go to, get some ones. And popped up. So, okay, I've never been there. Man, this y'all kind of close too. Let me run by and see what's cracking. Man, yeah, that's a nice little low key.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Like a referee with a whistle spot. You hear me?
Okay. All right.
You know?
And
I
then
was
right
saying,
next right next
Go
door,
ahead.
they got that smoke shop right next door.
Yeah, I
Wow.
didn't know that.
Yeah, so
Didn't know that.
it's a hookah and cigar bar right next door. And I'm talking about you can go inside one, walk across the hall right into the other one. And they
Okay.
serve food.
Wow.
And they serve food.
Oh.
Dope.
Yeah, that's gonna be
Yeah,
the spot we
speaking of
meet up at
food,
next, man.
Yeah.
Oh man.
So
Hey.
so are we gonna be frequenting smoke shops or what? So what we gonna be doing? Frequenting smoke shops?
I'm with whatever smoke. Yeah, well, you know me, man, because I'm gonna stay in somebody's strip club. That's that shit. Everywhere I go, I'm gonna stay in somebody's strip club.
Hey.
To know me is to know I'm gonna find one wherever I go.
Hey, man. I love it for you. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like that's what's up. So I mean we could. Yeah, we can. Hey, we can do whatever. You know what I'm saying? I
Yeah,
mean,
because hit
because
a cigar spot. And I get it. The strip club ain't for everybody. It's not, and it ain't something that I'm finna go to on a regular basis. But boy, when I go. When I go.
hey, bro.
When I go.
That's funny. I don't frequent it too hard. But look, long story short, getting back to the little story. So yeah, I got some ones out the thing, And then look, me and my wife ended up going out the night before, so I couldn't even hit my man's bachelor party. So now I'm walking around with a stack of ones, you know, going, you know, every restaurant I go to, I'm playing with everybody in ones. They already looking at me like I'm freaked out, you know,
Right.
because I got a bunch of ones. They know what time it is, you know. So now I'm walking around with a bunch of ones, which is crazy. But yeah, man, it's official though. That little spot is official.
Yeah, and that's my partner, man, up in New York. He was like, come up here, go to Starlet's. Because, you know, I was doing the Shake Joint Shakedown. Basically, I was doing the strip club reviews. But the thing is, I got here's what's crazy, man. And this is how the universe works. Now, I'm going to make this story short. Back in the day, I told y'all when we was working in Texas, I used to do live stream shows, right? Live stream concerts. Cat I used to do a live stream concert with. He had his own live stream stuff. He just didn't know how to run it, didn't know how to set the whole process up like I did. He saw a couple years go by. He saw him doing the Shake Joint Shakedown. You know what I'm saying? He checking out the videos on Instagram, seeing him up in the club doing these reviews. 2 days ago, he hit me up. He was like, hey, I'm trying to run a live stream out of KOD. He was like, I remember when you used to do it out of OG Hood Rich spot when you was doing with the artists, with the rappers. He was like, I know you know how to do it. What you'll charge? I told him, hey, I do it for you for free. I give you all the game. All the time, we ain't got to sell something all the time. A lot of time, you know, I'm just hook somebody up, show somebody some love. You ain't got to sell everything. Told him I'd do it for free. Let him use my platform or whatever. He was like, cool. You do know? He was like, I saw you do the strip club reviews. You know, I'm one of the managers at KOD in Atlanta. He was like, come this weekend. I was like, I'm in Maryland now, but I'm going to take you up on that. And he was like, yeah. He was like, he was like, I'm not just at KOD. I'm also at the Blue Flame. I'm at Magic City. He's like, I'm at a couple of different spots. Next time you in town, let's get together. We can hook something up. And I was like, oh my God. Now, this is the grand opportunity for that series to actually take off. Because now I got a plug on the inside. And the only reason I didn't go to KOD when I started, one of my mans in Atlanta was telling me like, hey, man, they going through some stuff. They ain't really letting nobody in with no cameras or nothing. I talked to my man, he like, hey, he was like, people in here with cameras every night.
Wow.
So, yeah, man.
He knows you're doing reviews, so he gonna lay that red carpet out for you.
Right.
That's what I'm thinking. But he's always been like that with me. Like even when I was doing the live streams, because I did live streams for OG Hood Rich, which was he was like this dude in Atlanta who got his own warehouse. He shoot music videos for like a lot of the rappers in Atlanta. So I was doing live streams for him. So I still got some of the footage in the tuck. So I'm like, all right, cool. So since he knew about me from that, anytime I had any dealings with him, he always treated me like that. Just because I always was giving him free game.
Right.
Yeah, man. Nas coming back. But there is a spot, man. Speaking of hanging out, I want to take you guys to. It's called 13 Stories. You ever heard of it?
Where?
13 Stories. 13 Stories or 12 Stories.
12 Stories. It's at the wall. Yeah, I've been there.
Yeah.
I've been there.
Man.
Yeah, so we met. So I supposed to met you there for your birthday.
Yeah, that was the spot.
Yeah.
That was the spot.
Yeah, I've been there.
So there's a yeah. Now there.
You know that wharf, man. They got a lot of nice rooftops, man.
Man,
you know,
a lot.
Yeah.
It's a lot of nice rooftops. I was at one last week. I had a cousin that celebrated his 45th birthday, and I had about 10 cousins there. We all blood cousins.
10.
We were at the wharf. We were at the wharf, man. And we had dinner, and then a few of us, not all of us, a few of us left that spot and went to a rooftop at the wharf. I can't think of the name of it though, but it was a nice exclusive spot, man. It was right next to 12 Stories. You know what I mean? Because you know that whole area right there by the water, man. The boats, the harbor, man.
Yeah.
This thing look nice, bro.
Yeah, man, it do. But I'm naming all these spots for a reason. Cause at
Okay.
cause at this point, you know what I mean, definitely need to get out there and see what's going on. Not nothing.
Yeah.
Hey, for the ladies out there, we are not being fast. I'm not trying to put your men in bad situations. That's not what I'm doing. But what
Right.
I'm doing is
Right.
this is these are opportunities for reviews. Trying to build a
Right.
community
Yeah.
here where you know what I'm saying.
Right.
When you got you know what I mean where people can get together in a grown folks atmosphere and we give you
Right.
honest reviews on these spots. You know what I mean? Because that's
Okay.
I,
Right.
Be more chicks out there than dudes, though. The chicks out there, too, having a ball, bro.
right. Because I mean, but that's ladies gonna do that, especially in an area like
Right.
this.
They're going to do that.
Ladies will get
Right.
together, go hang out, have a good time, man. And it's very rare that you can have brothers like ourselves get together and just go out and have a good time without no funny
Yeah,
business
because
going on. You
so
know what I'm saying?
yeah, because I wanna, you know what I'm saying, like not only you know what I'm saying, the music and the ambiance, all of it all, you know what I'm saying, as the safe space, you know what I'm saying, to party, you know what I'm saying, like are you gonna get accosted when you get up out of there, or are you gonna get is it gonna be a rowdy crowd while you up in there, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So those things you need to assess as well,
But even just the opportunity, and then it ain't loud because we can talk business. That's why I kind of like Tom's Watch Bar because like we was there smoking cigars, having drinks. Man, we was talking about business, talking about taxes, and you know what I mean,
Right.
getting to the money, having grown folks conversation.
Yeah.
And it ain't too many spots you can get that out of.
Okay.
Yeah, that's real. That's real. And as you get older too, man, you want to go to a spot where, you know, I mean, I don't like to bash the youngest, but you want to go to a spot where, nobody really cutting up either. You know what I mean? No beefing, ain't nobody looking at you crazy. Everybody dressed good, everybody chilling, everybody vibing
Right.
good. You know what I mean?
Right.
And
So,
and if you are and if you are part of that crowd, man, we ain't trying to bash y'all, but just understand, man, we just be want to have a good time.
Well, we just want to have a good time. We just want to have a good time. Go home, man.
Yeah,
We just,
and
we,
go
that's it.
home. Go
right.
home.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and make it home.
We just can't have we just can't have a good time party and chill with you. You know what
Yeah,
I'm
That's it.
yeah. That's it,
saying? Don't
man.
worry. Don't worry.
Leave the Nintendo at home.
Yeah,
We don't need it here.
yeah. Leave the switches and the sticks at the crib.
Leave the switches at home.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And
That's
Yeah.
crazy though,
nah,
bro.
man, don't let the unks just have our fun, man. That's it. That's it.
Yeah,
Man.
that's it. That's it.
Man, I'm officially, you know what I'm saying, old head, man.
Don't.
It's a blessing, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You
man.
hear me? It's a blessing,
The
man.
blessed part is you don't look it. That's the
Thanks,
blessing.
bro. I
Right,
appreciate that.
That's the
Thanks, bro.
blessing is you don't look it.
right,
Cause
right,
I know some
right.
30-year-olds look older than all three of us. You know what I'm saying?
Had
I know some
a
30-year
rough
olds that
life,
look
man.
they look they look older than all three of
Damn.
Hey, nah, that's a fact, bro.
them. So
That's a fact, man.
speaking of
Yeah.
old heads, hey, now, Kurt, I know you be on Snapchat and Rodney, you be on Instagram.
Yeah.
But have y'all been
Yeah.
checking for that? Did y'all see that Cam Newton and Corey Holcomb interview?
See, I ain't bit of it. I
Yeah, the
seen clips
clips.
of it.
Yeah, yeah. So, Corey a wild boy anyway.
He been like that. Hey, Rodney, if you ain't seen
Bro,
it,
Yeah, he had a little pink.
Corey,
He had a pink hat on, right?
yeah,
He
yeah,
had a
yeah,
pink
yeah,
fedora, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Hold on,
Corey, man.
I'm
I don't see how he didn't get technical yet, bro. Corey, wild, bro.
yeah. So I'm gonna share this clip, and I want y'all to tell me what you think about what he said. So hold on, give me a second. I'm gonna share this.
Okay.
Y'all see it?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
All right, check it out.
I can control them better. Women in poverty, I can control them better. A girl who can't afford to say, fuck you, Corey, I'm gone. You just can't afford to do it. So I take advantage of that. Now, that might be wrong, but her poverty and my needs, most of the time, it even out. I don't really need a lot of their time. And they don't tell me to fuck off because they know when I come over, their children can get some,
Hold up. God damn.
some outlet Jordans.
Outlet Gucci.
Yeah.
Fuck. He said this shit, yo.
Look,
Damn.
hey,
I mean,
Boy.
yo, he said what we know out loud, though. What the fuck is his problem? He can't be doing that dumb shit, yo. He giving up game, yo. Shut the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? He be around them fucking white people too much, man. The fuck is wrong with him, yo?
so hey, check
He
big guy,
said what we thinking or what we know out loud. Shut the fuck up, yo.
man, but here's
But
the the killer part about that is the comments, because everybody was saying that, right? But
yeah,
you know, like the women was saying, like, you know, he ain't shit, calling him a dog. That's what
yeah.
that's what men do. You know what I'm saying? They try to keep you they try to keep you barefoot and pregnant and keep you locked down and control you with their money.
But you know, I've been in a situation. Oh, Kirk and Kirk was laughing so goddamn.
Yeah,
Hey,
he'll
but
jump back here.
the thing about that shit is, man, I don't be trying to keep them barefoot and pregnant. You know what I'm saying? If all the females that I deal with has elevated, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know, they went on to do better things. You know what I'm saying? Because I poured into them. You know what I'm saying? I inspired them to do better. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, cause it's like a fucking for me you know, you have your list or whatever.
Tyrion.
Like your criteria or whatever the word I'm trying to say is your roster. So you like, damn, your roster busted. Everybody on your roster busted.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Them bitches ain't doing them bitches busted bitches. You know what I'm saying? Nah, doctors, lawyers, you know what I'm saying? Managers, owners of this and that, you know what I'm saying? You know,
Right.
CEOs, you know what I'm saying? Like, nah, man. So nah, it's not that you want barefoot and pregnant, but sometimes you just happen to come across people at their lowest. You know what I'm saying? But he exploiting the shit.
Now there's a few different takes on this. One, getting over is if it's a fair exchange. If you
That's
got
true.
two,
That's true.
you got
That's
two
true. That's
you
true.
got two consenting adults.
Two against
You
an
know what I mean?
adult, right?
And
I
if this
get it,
man ain't, if you come into it with, hey, this is what it is, see that. Like, I can't, if both parties consent to this type of relationship and this type of understanding, hey, look, I know you doing bad. Make your situation better. All I need is a little bit of your time. I'll make your situation better. If you consent to that, you consented to that. You know what I mean? You consented to that. Nobody forced you into that situation.
right.
So
So
now,
I totally get what you're saying. Cause like, yeah. So if you relegate yourself to that position, you know what I'm saying? That's what it is. You know. So like,
right,
but if you want a man to do better by you, you know what I'm saying, you got to present yourself in that light. You know what I'm saying? They only gonna do what you allow them to do.
right. I was like, this man is what? Yeah, I can hear you, man.
Yeah, my bad.
You
He's
good?
a wild boy, man.
Yeah, he wild for that, man.
Wow, yeah.
Hey, I saw Corey back in the day. I got put on to him when he was doing his comedy. He had this joke. He was like, man, I took my girl to the abortion clinic, and he said I found an abortion clinic with pool tables in it. He said, man, I got all my money back.
Yeah,
Wow, Will.
but that ain't the wildest thing. You know, but you know, in just, it's true. Corey gonna say the most outlandish things, but he's not saying nothing that we as men either ain't thought about, didn't heard, and in some cases even done did. You know what I'm saying? That's
Right.
just facts. And I think that the part about it is that when you say these kind of things to women, the delivery matters. Like it's one
Right.
thing amongst fellas, but you just not finna come out there and
Yeah,
deliver it like that to a
Right.
woman. You're
Yeah.
just not gonna do that. And
yeah,
the other part to that is these women know that. These women got friends who are doing bad, who just messing with a dude for the come up. They know this. Cause his podcast is 5150.
okay,
Have you ever checked out his pod? Cause
right,
yeah, because there are sometimes
yeah,
like certain times Corey do be dropping gems. Like he'll say something, of course he gonna say the most outlandish, you know what I mean,
yeah,
take on
yeah.
something that Corey can give. But certain times he will drop a gem, man. I will give him that. I ain't gonna
No, you right, you right,
Yeah.
you right.
in fact
Yeah,
I'm a
Corey, yeah, you right, Corey. Here, he kind of mixed it in, right? He'll mix the
yeah.
truth in with a little, you know, a little jab or a little, a little controversy, a little bit.
Yeah.
Kind of like
Yeah. Yeah.
Kevin Samuels. Kevin Samuels was kind of the same way a little bit. You know what I mean?
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
Kevin
yeah.
Yeah.
Samuels was cold. He was
He
cold, but he
cold
was
with it.
spitting though
Cold with
sometimes.
it. Yeah.
Yeah,
He definitely
he
cold
was.
with it.
He
Rest in
definitely
peace,
was.
man, Captain Samuel. But yeah, he was
Yeah,
cold with
yeah,
Right. I'm gonna let you hear one more from Corey. Now this a time when Corey was actually spitting facts.
Dating a woman that can't control her mouth when she's angry is the same as dating a man who can't control his hands when he's angry. It's just a different form of abuse. That's some super hellified shit.
He
it.
he
Wow.
he he have his moments, man.
Hey, you know what I'm saying? You have to, as an adult, you have to be able to control yourself in all environments, man. You know what I'm saying? That is adulthood. That's adulting, man.
Man, especially if you're a man. And you know what?
Right.
That whole emotional thing when it come to me, and that's something, man. That's another aspect I don't think women get because it was like men are not
You got
emotional enough, or they not emotionally intelligent or in tune.
the
Understand that
thing is,
a man that's overly emotional is a dangerous man because he's
Mhm.
not in
yeah,
control of it.
yeah,
Right,
Men have to check
right,
out as men. We have to check ourselves because we understand the potential of violence.
right,
You
yeah,
allow your emotions to get
right,
yeah,
away from you. You put yourself in the potential of harm.
right. See,
And
and
I can't
a lot of I
walk
speak to
around
that
super
because
sensitive.
right, you come around super sensitive, and that's where you have to have the two-parent household. You have to have that balance. You
Exactly.
know, because you have to understand how to know how a man supposed to move, and then you see how your mother move. A lot of times I see, I have a brother, and he was, I said, listen, man, you can't be going back and forth with this woman. I mean, that's verbal combat. You know what I'm saying? They thrive in that. You know what I'm saying? And the only thing you're gonna do is work yourself up and want to strike them. You know what I'm saying? And you can't do that. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? So I said the best thing to do is, man, exit the room, remove yourself. You know what I'm saying, from that space, because
yeah,
nothing's gonna come good out of that, man. You know what I'm saying?
Man, I had a partner like that. Man, one one of my homeboys, Slim fella, man. Hey, he was known for putting their hands on women. And it started when we were young. Cause if I showed you a picture of him back in the day, you'd be like, ain't no way this man putting his hand on women. Hey, you watch your tone around, my boy. Watch your tone. Not condoning it. My man got himself together, had to go to a couple of hands off classes, but he eventually got right. You know what I'm saying? But you definitely can't be overly emotional as a man, because you, you
yeah,
one of these women say something that hit a nerve, or you end up walking around here with a tender dick, and and one of these females step on it. You dudes liable to crash out. You're liable to crash out.
yeah. Well, man, you can make a decision that'll cost you the rest of your life, man, based off moving off emotion. You know what
Hold
I
on, hold on,
mean?
Definitely,
bro.
you definitely can. You definitely can.
It's a lot of it's a lot of good brothers in the '90s, man. That's probably locked up right now off of a female calling them, hey man, he did this to me, he said this to me. He go over there and rectify the situation, and now he in the box somewhere, you know.
Man,
Right.
it's funny you said it because I just saw man, it was a celebrity. It was the dude from the Steve Harvey show, man. Got killed in a situation like that. The black kid in the Steve Harvey show. Now I
Santana?
gotta look up his name. Huh?
Santana?
Santana. Yeah, him.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Chick set him up, man. She went and called her people up because he didn't want to deal with her no more. He was going I think he was going somewhere else. She went and called a brother or a cousin or somebody and a homeboy. They ran up on him, shot through the car, hit him in the head.
Oh man.
Same thing happened to him.
Yeah. You gotta be careful out here, man.
Yep.
You gotta be careful out here. You know?
So have y'all been following the whole Big Meech release?
Yeah.
Yep.
Everybody pretty
Yeah.
much, everybody like, man, we got some money stashed away. You better believe it.
Yeah, he got money. But on top of that, you gotta think though his likeness on BMF. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I mean,
So
that just made him bigger than life. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
Yeah,
he was
yeah.
already bigger than life, but that just made him so much more. You know what I'm saying?
From my
So
understanding, he got out and went back to his crib. Still got one of his
He's
cribs.
doing home confinement.
He on house arrest, I
right.
think. But so because I was like, because you got to think about how much money this man had. There's no way the feds got all of that. There's absolutely no way they got all of it. So he still got something.
No.
And in some cases,
Right.
you know what I mean, they'll let you keep some of your money. But the amount that he had, there's absolutely no way, man. But I did find this this video on his crib in Lithonia.
This is the mansion of Big Meech, the founder of the Black Mafia family, located in Lithonia, Georgia, valued at $774,000. Initially sentenced to 30 years in 2008, he started his prison term in 2005 and had several years shaved off his sentence while incarcerated. He has now been released early and moved to a halfway house in Miami. The man over 6,000, boasting 5 spacious bedrooms and 5 luxurious bathrooms. The backyard is well equipped with a large swimming pool and offers a beautiful forest view. Inside, it features modern decor, a state-of-the-art kitchen, a cozy living room with a fireplace, and a home theater, ensuring both comfort and entertainment. Big Meech, whose real name is Demetrius Flannery, is the founder of the Black Mafia family, a criminal organization that dominated drug trafficking in multiple U.S. cities. His release has garnered significant attention, reflecting the controversial and impactful nature of his life and actions.
Yeah, ain't no way that house $774,000 now. 6,000 square feet, ain't no way. That house worth way more than that. That thing probably about three.
I don't know who Cuz is, the narrator. His voice, he everywhere on social media, man. That man's voice it's probably famous as James Earl Jones now, man. You know?
It's an AI voice.
Oh,
It's an AI voice. Yeah, it's an AI
man.
voice.
I need that pad. Somebody who padding that thing, they official. He narrates everything.
Everything. But yeah, it's an AI voice. But there's been a lot of speculation on dude too. Cause a lot of these, you know what I mean? Cause people is tripping how he got 30 years. He got out after doing, I think came out like 22 and a half or something. He got some time shaved off. But I think the part about that people are missing, cause there ain't no paperwork that say this man snitched, except for the paperwork from the defense in which Cuffy had, where it said that he was a third party witness, which is saying that in a different case that he was a party to telling. But the paperwork coming out of Meech's attorney and legal paperwork, so he was not privy to anything that was going on over there. but there's no paperwork saying that he snitched or anything. But there's a few things that I feel like are getting left out. First of all, this man did 20 some odd years. That's the first thing.
Right.
So you do 20 years, you wait 20 years later to snitch to get time off. To me, that ain't making sense. But the other thing is, and I know people got their own, speculations on it, and I'm not speculating. I'm just trying to put it into the frame of it making sense, right? So the aspect, and I'm just giving a different perspective. You have absolutely no record of any charges in life, none whatsoever. This is your first one. You get sent up based off. You get sent up not off of what you've done. You got sent up for the lifestyle that you had, and then you got sent up off the information on his brother. So if you don't know the story, they didn't catch Meach for doing anything. They actually caught his brother on wiretaps, and other people, but they don't have Meach on anything. What they did get him for was a lifestyle. I think his attorney said it was like 900 some pages explaining that he was living an extravagant lifestyle and how he paying for all this. So the way to get you there is on tax. Yeah.
Wait, hold on. So you saying they got him on tax evasion or something?
So I don't know if it was a tax evasion because I didn't get the full story, but the deposition that was sent over to his attorney was pages talking about the extravagant lifestyle that he lived, and that's what they got him, and that needed to be explained. How is he affording to live like this? Because we don't see no tax records.
Yeah.
Right.
So when you take that on top of,
it almost felt like some Rico type stuff.
Oh, it was definitely Rico.
Yeah, it was definitely Rico.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was definitely
you know
Rico.
what I mean? As far as him getting out, it's a case by case basis, man. I got a homie right now. He's in a halfway house in Baltimore. He caught a body in the 90s, and they gave him 30. And, he did 15 years. He did 15 years, and he was able to get out early because of different programs that he was doing while he was in prison.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Even now, even his early release is a part of a program that he's in to kind of usher him back into society. You know? And he got no paperwork on him selling or nothing like that, but just, and I think what helped him in his case was the person he rest in peace, the person he had the altercation with, that he put the body on, the person's parents vouched for him. The person's parents and the prosecutor wrote a letter to the judge saying that they forgive him and they vouched for him. You know what I mean? In his situation.
Right.
So that kind of earned that early release for him. You know what I mean? That on top of the programs he was doing, showing his progression throughout the years. So, I guess it depends on a case by case basis. I don't know the details of Big Meat's situation.
Yeah, can't speak on that, Joe. I don't know, but that just shows to show you though how they. I mean, I'm just listening to everything and what you said, and it wasn't that they got him doing nothing that was incriminating, but it was his lifestyle. So these people just they control everything, and so they don't want you to have a certain lifestyle. They come get you. That's crazy.
To look at the like I said, what they did have, because they had the information on his brother and the rest of the people that were involved in BMF. So, matter of fact, I'm gonna pull it up so you can see it. See if I can find it.
Yeah, as big as a figure as him, and pretty much, what y'all saying, and he had to prove his lifestyle. He had to prove that he was getting his money legitimately somehow, some way.
That's crazy.
Obviously, as big of a figure he was, he couldn't prove that.
Yeah,
so you into something. You got to be into something.
Yeah, but they got him on drug traffic, money laundering, and other things. But like I said, man, he you go back and look at and this is all coming from his lawyer, but his lawyer was saying that, hey, they had all this paperwork, but none of this paperwork had anything to do with Meech himself. It was all talking about his lifestyle and these extravagant parties he was throwing, the cars, the houses. Absolutely nothing to do with.
That's crazy.
Yeah, but like I said, man,
That's crazy.
They had his brother though.
No, bro, but
Joe Fleetwood, that's
that's work,
crazy,
though,
man.
bro.
That's crazy, man. You gotta be
That's just
kidding me.
go work. If you a part of the organization, Slim, if you affiliated in any kind of way,
They
they
rope
will
you
get
in.
you, Slim.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
And then, and then,
Again, you know, they be like, man, well, I'm doing it like this, and I'm doing, you know, these young guys be out here talking about I'm getting it, whatever. Man, every time they ready to come get you, they gonna come get you. They know about you.
yeah, they just waiting on. They just waiting on you to. They just waiting on the right time. Because
Right.
it's different when the local PD get you.
Mhm.
When they get you, they suspect you did something. When the feds come
Right.
get you, they already got you. They already got
know
all
you
the
did
evidence.
something.
The feds will let you.
They get.
Yeah, the feds will let you
That's right.
you continue to operate, and they'll continue to build the case until there ain't no wiggle room.
Right.
So either you gonna
You see they did the Lord Dirk. You heard about his situation?
I just saw he got arrested, but I ain't heard no details on it. He got arrested yesterday, right? Yesterday.
Yeah, yesterday. They just trying to say it's a murder to hire type situation.
That's right. It was. That's right. Murder for hire.
Right.
And
they got him rap lyrics, him talking about it. His man just came home, the one who supposedly did the alleged crime, and they said once he came home, you know, he got a house, he got a crib, he got some bread, you know, and this is what made me think about it. What you said when you said the feds when they got the information, they coming for you.
Yeah.
They had Dirk purchasing flights to Dubai, to Switzerland, to Italy, and right before the flight, the day before the flight, the feds got him.
Right.
Yeah.
So obviously they was watching that man.
Yeah, they
You know what I mean? They had something. Yeah, they was watching. He was about to flee, bro. It looked like he was about to flee, allegedly. You know.
Yeah.
Man,
but yeah, I did see that.
You doing anything out here? You cannot have a social media or a web footprint. You know what I'm saying? You
First of
got
all,
to be like a caveman.
but these young dudes, man, they snitch on themselves. Flat.
Of
talking
course.
on
They
the
talk
internet.
too much.
You know what I mean?
Talk too much.
Just talking to
They talk too much.
But then another point to that whole Big Meech situation, I want y'all to check something out because I've been seeing like dudes like this say stuff. Because I mean, in your 50s, it gotta change, man. Like in your 40s and 50s, it got to be a change somewhere. So I want y'all to hear this this man talking about Meech charges and what he said at the end.
The streets are saying you third party told, bro. You get a time reduction. But aside from what they saying, you were charged with A48, correct? The leader of A48. Now, the leader of A48, I mean, that's the mandatory life sentence. There's no way out of it. You know what I'm saying? There's no way out of it. So, 20 years and 30 years, pleas and all that, like we don't understand it. And let's just say, because there's strange things going on, right? Let's just say, you took 30. What you took 30? In the federals, you do 85%. You know what I'm saying? Like. So let's just do 85% of 30. 25 and a half years. So let's just say, like, you know what? You somehow wiggled up out of the mandatory life sentence, which you were charged for. And you somehow took 30. Even if you took 30, you do 25 and a half years. Now, you got picked up in 2005. At the earliest, it should be June 2030. Now, that's only 2024. So we need answers as the streets, bro. And I said, I can't call you a snitch until I get evidence. That's just how I roll. Even though I've been in situations where I know someone's a rat, and I done had evidence based on circumstances.
Fuck this
I don't know
joint.
you like that, but as the streets as a whole, we need answers.
My biggest problem with dude is the streets as a whole. We need answers. When the streets ever gave a fuck about anybody, and who, and who are these streets you talk about? Because this man just did 30 years, and you got cats in the streets who ain't never accomplished, who were never even big enough to even receive that kind of label. Now, I don't know nothing about Meech. I don't know nothing about that dude that was speaking. But just as a man, at what point, at what age do I say, all right, I'm not in the streets. I did that. Ain't nothing now. It's either fed times or death. So who are the streets that he need to? Who are the streets he need to answer to? That's what I'm trying to pick out. Who are the streets you need to answer to?
You know, it's a different code nowadays anyway, man. You know, unfortunately, it's a different code, and I'm not condoning it, but it's a different code, bro. You look at Rayful Evans, right? That just got out.
Yeah.
You know, and everybody know he's a known snitch. You know, he's a known snitch, right? Everybody knows his situation. This man get out and he posts on social media back and bigger than ever.
Right.
You know what I mean? I'm pretty sure in a few months he's gonna have a video interview with Vlad, you know, to talk about his story, you know. But you got some people in the comments praising him. Oh man, the legend, welcome home, da 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 da.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't know, bro. I don't know. It's crazy. It's crazy nowadays.
So here's the thing. The praise I can live with. And I'll tell you why. Because the time frame, in order to be able to build a drug empire up to that size, I don't care who you are, right, wrong, or indifferent.
I don't care what you say.
Boy, that is amazing to organize.
Yeah, that's amazing.
A group, to organize a group of black people in order to move in unison and to stay safe and then take care of their families.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
bro, that's some kind of special.
You know,
I ain't condoning it, but bro, you a special kind of dude
I understand
to be able to do that.
I understand what you're saying. I understand what you're saying completely, because first and foremost, we rarely work together. You know what I'm saying?
Rarely.
And to amass that type of wealth and everything, and pull our resources together like that to move in unison like that. That's astounding, man. You're a pioneer. I get that. I get why people loading him and giving him praise, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Giving him flowers. You know, but you know, the legality of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, he could have made something and turned it into a legal situation. You know what I'm saying?
He was trying to.
He probably could have kept the peoples at bay. You know what I'm saying? Because you know what I'm saying. You gotta. You know, it's no long. Nobody take that either death or jail. You know what I'm saying? It's either death or jail. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
there's no end game in that situation.
Right.
But he was trying to, because he had BMF Entertainment and he had Blue Da Vinci.
Okay.
Because Blue Da Vinci was his first artist. And the crazy thing is, I remember seeing Blue Da Vinci. Man, I remember seeing that cat before I actually joined the Navy. Yeah, in 2000. Was it 2000? It had to be. Yeah, 2000, because I joined the Navy in 2001. So I remember seeing him in 2000. So after I left, and then I heard about, you know, the whole thing with BMF and then him going down, because when all of that happened, I think I got stationed back in Texas. Yeah, I was in Texas when it happened.
Mm-hmm.
So I was kind of paying attention to all of that, because I didn't know about the drug side at that time. You know what I mean? I knew everybody talking about BMF. I remember seeing him in a few I remember seeing Meech in a few magazines. Because to me, I was overseas, so the only way I even got to know who was doing what was I had to wait until I got a Source magazine or what was what was going on back then? Rap Page was the older ones, Word Up magazine or whatever, but the Source was like the main one back then. So I had to wait
Right.
till I got a Source magazine to know who was popping and what was going on.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Sure hate that, man. Like just for
Yeah.
that type of mess to continue going.
No.
Yeah.
No. Now, now that he's out now, and then his son's doing good, he's definitely he's gonna get with 50, man. They're gonna do some legitimate business, man. I'm
Right.
sure.
Yeah. I mean,
You know what I mean?
because you just alluded to that he was already doing something in the entertainment business, so he just going to expound upon
Mm-hmm.
that, man, and capitalize on that situation.
Yeah.
So, I mean, more power to him, man. Hope he keep it positive and man, and make even more money. You know what I'm saying? So,
I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure he will, man. But
yeah,
not
cause
but
he know how to do it. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
But
of
I'm
course,
telling
of
you,
course.
man, you got when you. You know what I'm saying? When you had that product though, man, I'm telling you, man,
Right, right. So
it advertises itself, man. You don't even, so yeah, man, that's
so
great.
so I know I asked you this, Kurt, but you ever check out Nightcap with Shannon Sharp and Ocho Cinco?
Yeah, they be wilding on that.
Man, let me tell you something. I'm gonna, I'm gonna, I'm gonna show y'all. I'm gonna show y'all a set, man, from this show. Check this out, because in my opinion, when I when I when I look at Shannon Shaw and Ocho, like I don't know where to put it. I can see myself being Ocho and Rodney being Shannon in this situation, because I can see it.
Yeah, high school.
In the woods.
Yeah.
Damn, boy, you freaky, boy. A little Blair Witch Project ass. Okay.
Hey, boy, hey. Oh, you hit the split, boy. Your hips got bad, Ocho. I can get busy in a Chevette, a Fiesta, a Yugo. Hey, man, you better stop playing with her. Come on again.
Oh, hell no.
But Ocho, to this day, I still don't know how he found us. I don't. I still don't know how this day till he found us.
Somebody will follow him. Somebody will follow. He was following one or the other. That's the only way. Especially when I think about wherever you were, I think about woods and how spacious, whatever area you had to be in, someone had to be following ahead of time and be able to know exactly where you were.
So the back end of the back end of that story, Shannon took this chick to the woods, went on handle their business. Her boyfriend found the boyfriend found them in the woods together.
Oh shit!
The bloodhounds try to sniff her out.
Damn.
The
79
boyfriend
block.
found it. The boyfriend found him in the woods, man. In the woods. Ocho was
In
like,
the
"Hey, man,
woods, bro.
did you console the dude, man? Did you console him? Hey." And then Unc was like, "Yeah, man, I told him he can go on have her. He don't want her now, Unc. You done ruined her. you done had her out in the woods, man. He can't go
You so
behind
disappointed
that."
in her, bro. I be so disappointed in her. I be like, baby, he couldn't even give you a room. That's crazy. That's crazy.
Right at the end of the road.
Yo, yo, man.
Oh my God.
Hey, that's wild, man. That's wild, man.
Crazy. In the
Turn
Man,
woods.
we definitely got to get up and do this again, man.
Yeah,
Definitely
this
got to get
dope,
up and
bro.
do this
This
again,
dope.
man. Hey, so for everybody out there watching, man, once again, like I said, make sure y'all go to joefleetwood.net. You can get all my social media links there. You can also, check out my merchandise shop. You can get this signature ball cap. You can get the W Jitter Free energy drink. I was trying to see if I had one of them in here, but you can actually get the drink mix, which I usually have the drink mix, but don't have a packet here. I think I drank the last one earlier today. So make sure you check that out. If you're on YouTube, like I said, make sure you like, subscribe, and share, man. Help the channel out, man. I'm trying to build this thing out and get to this money. I'm on Spotify, all your podcast streaming platforms, man. And like I said, man, thank y'all boys for joining. This is Joe Fleetwood. We out, pimps.
All right, man. Take it easy. All right, man. Appreciate it.